Hi! So I have decided to do this little video to update you guys on where I have been. It's March 14th today. Yeah, almost 3 months since my last video. It's just been one of those years already. So Christmas totally kicked our butts. Isaac finds it quite stressful, I find it quite stressful, but we had a really nice time, but it can be difficult. But yeah, we had a lovely Christmas. On Christmas Day, the dog broke her leg again. She broke her front leg this time. I'll see if I can, I have a picture of her x-ray. I'll see if I can put it in here. But straight through the leg on Christmas Day, emergency vet call out, really expensive, obviously. So she got a plate put in, like on the bone with pins in. And then about 3 weeks later, the plate came loose. So she had to have that removed. And she now has an external fixator, which is 2 big hoops. And then, like, I'm trying to think how to explain it to you. I'll show you here. Like, there's 2 hoops on the front of her, like, 2 hoops. And then there's pins going through, and the hoops hold the pins in. 3 weeks after she got that, she stopped walking on it again. And some of the pins at the top had come loose. They x-rayed and said that there was some healing, but he was worried about the bone condition because they shouldn't come loose. Like the first one shouldn't come loose, shouldn't have happened. So they put some extra pins in to try and hold it for a bit longer. So that's been 3 weeks now since that. And fingers crossed, she's walking on it still. So hopefully this will work, but we have no idea how much longer she's going to be in her splint, or in her fixator. And she's not allowed to move around. She can go to the toilet and go and have something to eat, and that's it. So she's been in her cage since Christmas. She got maybe 3 days before they actually did the operation. Yeah, she's been in a cage since Christmas. It's awful. She's having like the worst time, poor little toot. Yes, so my boys have been getting sick non-stop since Christmas. They have had, one after the other has had viruses. I've had a virus, hubby's had a virus. Little one gets a virus, big one gets a virus. Little one gets it again, big one gets it again. Currently, I have a little cold with congestion, as hence the, sorry about that. Biggest one has a serious virus today. He has a rash all over his body and he's asleep, which at 10 to 3 in the afternoon is pretty much unheard of. He's also been going to a new nursery on a Monday for the past couple of weeks, and that is quite new for us, so it's quite stressful, but he's really enjoying it, so this is a good thing. It's a mainstream nursery. He still goes to his special nursery, but the mainstream nursery is to sort of integrate him a little bit, because the hope is that at some point in primary school he will be able to go fully mainstream. The plan for P1, which starts after summer, is hopefully to do blended, which is what's now. So that would mean some days at his special school and some days at the local nursery, which terrifies me, but it's all good. Benedict turned 2 last week, a few days ago, which scares me, something chronic. I can't believe he's 2 already, but he is a little superstar. He's lying in his bed right now. He's not asleep, he's just lying there. I think he actually might have found his iPad and now he's talking to it. But he is just adorable. Yeah, and hair, big change in the hair. I cut it all off because I needed a change, because I couldn't have the pink anymore. My hairdresser wouldn't bleach my roots anymore. She's lovely, I love my hairdresser. And we discussed it all. She wouldn't bleach my roots anymore. And the pink wouldn't take without bleach. So until next year I'm going brown, and then I can go back to the pink next year, because I'm not supposed to bleach my roots. Even though there's no real evidence you shouldn't, it's a sort of comfortable thing, because we're having another baby. Just one, even though that's 2 pictures. Yes. Hence the not being on YouTube or Instagram or anywhere. I am due on the 3rd of September. We found out on Christmas Eve. Yeah, So a bit of a surprise, and safe to say I am exhausted. Hello, baby.
Hi. Hi. Go.
Ooh.
What's that?
I am absolutely exhausted. I am suffering far more than I did with the first two. I've been quite, not too bad actually. I mean, I know people who have it a lot worse. I've been quite sick, and I've been so tired that for the first couple of months, January, February, I was having to nap every day, and I was going to bed at like 8 o'clock at night, which is what has impacted on my YouTube, because my office is, as you know, in a different building, and in order to, just turn him down, in order to edit, I need to go out there, and I can't go out there when the little ones are awake, because they're not allowed out there, and by the time they've gone to bed, I've been going to bed. So yeah, Mommy's just sleepy, isn't she? The sickness is still there. I feel quite nauseous, but it's easing off a little bit. The tiredness is starting to ease off a little bit. I am 15 weeks now. I was started my 15th week on Saturday. So yeah, I'm 15 weeks now. Starting to feel a bit better. I was starting to feel a bit better a couple of weeks ago, and one morning, coughing, I threw my back out, which I haven't done that. I'm not sure I've ever done it that bad. I couldn't walk. I was howling in pain. Isaac, I mean, he proved that if I happened to go into labour at home, he'd be fine, because he was so helpful. Got me a pillow and a blanket and a tissue. But my mum had to come and take the boy. Well, she looked after the boys for pretty much a whole week. I couldn't drive. And I was a bridesmaid at my best friend's wedding on the Friday. I did it on the Monday. And the Friday, I was a bridesmaid. And yeah, so I had a walking stick, which I discarded right before I got to the aisle. Walked down the aisle, stood for the reception service, went back and got my walking stick. But I'm good. Sore back. My pelvis issues, which I had during both my pregnancies with the boys. I'm sure if there are mums who watch this will have heard of it. It's SPD or PGP, which is symphysis pubis dysfunction or pelvic girdle pain. It essentially is your hormones cause your pelvis. There's a hormone produced called relaxin, which is supposed to make your pelvis loosen slightly in preparation for childbirth. But my body takes to it a little too well, and my pelvis loosens and relaxes real early on. With Isaac, I was about halfway done with Isaac when it first kicked in. With Benedict, started at 8 weeks. And this time around, I didn't notice it because I was asleep most of the time. But I'm really noticing it now. It's quite painful. And I've also discovered over the past couple of days that my desk chair makes it 10 times worse. So I'm going to have to think about how I'm going to sit at my desk to edit, because I do want to get back to YouTube. I'm filming my day-to-day and I've missed it, and I don't want to do what I did last time. Because when I was pregnant with Benedict, I had an aversion to the smell of paper products, any sort of paper product. And it kept me from doing anything papery related until he was quite old, and well, he was months old. And I really don't want to do that again, because I love the community, I love the friends I've made, and I enjoy doing it. So I'm going to try, aren't I, Ben? Yeah, he doesn't care. He don't care. So that is our life. Yeah, baby number 3 is on the way. Yay! Which Benedict doesn't understand, but Isaac's very excited about. Keeps telling me he wants a sister. Quite like a little girl. But yeah, so that is our life right now. I am going to go and hopefully get more videos up on a regular basis. But I do apologise for having just vanished. It felt like I did Vlogmas, which went really well, and then I was just gone. So my apologies for just vanishing. And I hope everybody is well. I hope everybody had a fabulous Christmas, New Year, and beginning of 2016. And I will catch you all later. Bye.